A pleasant afternoon, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about something that affects all of us in this digital age, the concept of the digital self. All of us, or some of us, know the internet becomes a bigger part of our everyday lives, meaning many people are adopting different personas online compared to their real world identities. We interact online almost every second of it, whether it is for research, entertainment, shopping, or simply staying connected with friends and family. But have you ever stopped to think about how you present yourself in the online world? Is your online self the same as the person you are offline? Let's explore that today. But before that, we should read the objectives. By the end of this discussion, we aim to first, understand the concept of online identity and how it differs from real world identity. Second, analyze the internet's impact on how we express our sexuality and gender. Third, examine ways to uphold positive values and attitudes in online interaction. Lastly, learn how to behave and communicate appropriately when representing ourselves online. First, what is digital self? The digital self refers to a version of ourselves that we create and present in the online world. It's how we represent ourselves through our social media profiles, online interaction, and digital activities. This means that how we socially represent ourselves in any social media platforms. Example of social media platforms are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Next is the digital shift. Let's begin with a little background of how we've come to be so deeply involved in the digital world. Over the last 25 years, the internet was transformed the way we communicate, learn, and do business. It's become a major part of our daily lives. And one big reason for this shift is the rapid rise of mobile technology. Nowadays, more than half of the world's population has access to the internet, and a huge chunk of web traffic actually comes from mobile devices like smartphones. Here in the Philippines, we're seeing a similar trend, especially among adolescents, who are among the most active internet users. Even kids nowadays has its own mobile devices, or what we call cell phones or tablets. The convenience of mobile internet access has really shaped how we communicate with each other. Now that we understand how the digital self and digital shift happened, let's talk about one of its biggest effects on us, the development of our online identities, to be tackled by Miss Milka.
So thank you, Kit. Good afternoon to everyone. Good afternoon, Mom. And now, I will discuss the online identity versus real-world identity. In this topic, we've researched and found out that there's three characteristics of identity: the online identity, the partial identity, and lastly, the social identity. And I will explain it and share it with you guys. So first, what is the online identity? Online identity represents how individuals choose to represent themselves in the digital world. It often differs from their real world persona due to the ability to create and control what aspects of their life are made public. The online self can be a more idealized or specialized version designed to create positive perception among audiences. And here's some of the key characteristics of online identity. First is anonymity or pseudonymity. Users may choose to remain anonymous or use pseudonyms, allowing for freedom of expression. Second, curated content. People often share selective aspects of their lives, crafting a specific image that may differ from their real world selves. Next is partial identity. Partial identity refers to the selective nature of online identity, where individuals showcase certain characteristics of themselves depending on the platform or context. For example, someone might display only their professional life on LinkedIn, but reveal their hobbies or personal life on Instagram. And here's some of the key characteristics of partial identity. First, context dependent. The way individuals express themselves can vary based on the setting or social norms, leading to a focus on certain traits while downplaying others. Second, integration with full identity. Partial identities can reflect specific roles like professional, familial, or interest, contributing to the overall complexity of a person's identity. And lastly, the social identity. Social identity reflects the aspects of identity tied to group memberships such as participation in social media communities or online forums. This identity is often influenced by the need to belong or align with certain groups. And here's some of the key elements of social identity. First, group membership. Individuals derive part of their identity from the groups they identify with, which can provide a sense of belonging and community. Second, cultural influence. Social identity is often shaped by cultural norms and values associated with specific groups. And that's all. Thank you. The next topic is the impact of social media on identity, and that will be reported by Miss Rachel.
Well, hello everyone. The impact of social media on identity. Social media plays a central role in shaping the digital self. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram have enabled individuals to share personal experiences, express opinion, and reflect on their lives. However, this openness comes with challenges. So the impact of social media on identity formation is particularly significant for younger generation who have grown up with these platforms. They are constantly bombarded with images and messages about what they should be look like, what they should be doing, and what they should be buying. This can lead to feelings of insecurity, comparison, and even depression, much so of what is happening today. Next is result. Number 1, self-presentation. Social media users often experience pressure to maintain and manage a certain image. The desire to appear perfect or successful can lead to selective sharing, where only the most favorable aspects of one's life are posted. I will give one example of it, and that is bragging about achievements. Individuals might boast about their accomplishment, relationship, or possession online more readily than they would in person. This can be seen as attention-seeking or a way to validate their self-worth through external validation. Next, number 2, oversharing. Oversharing of a personal information can have consequences, such as compromising one's privacy, attracting cyberbullying, or damaging one's reputation. One example of it is sharing personal details. Someone might share intimate details about their relationship, health issues, or financial struggle online without considering the potential consequences. This can be the result of feeling less inhibited online and assuming that their online audience is a safe and trusted space. The next is disinhibition effect. Disinhibition effect explains how individuals behave more freely and disclose more information in online spaces compared to face-to-face interaction. While this effect can result in positive self-disclosure and open conversation, it can also carry risks. One example of it is cyberbullying. The anonymity of internet can embolden individuals to engage in cyberbullying behavior that we wouldn't consider in person. They might feel less accountable for their action and less concerned about the potential social repercussion.
Thank you, Rachel. Hello, good day everyone. I am Mark Anthony O. Gonzalez. In today's digital world, the internet offers new ways for people to express themselves, especially when it comes to performing gender online, where individuals can explore and present their gender identity differently than they might in real life. Alongside this, the concept of free culture and the internet allows people to share ideas, content, and creativity freely, which encourages innovation but also raises concerns about privacy and oversharing. That's why maintaining online safety is so important to protect our personal information and ensure responsible use of the internet while enjoying its many benefits. So, before anything else, what is performing gender online? Performing gender online refers to how individuals present and express their gender identity and expression within digital spaces. This can involve a range of strategies from choosing a username and profile picture that reflect their gender identity to engaging in online communities and interaction in ways that align with their gender expressions. It's important to remember that performing gender online can be a complex and nuanced process influenced by factors such as individual identity, social norms, and the specific platform or community being used. Judith Butler conceptualized gender as performance. According to her idea of gender performance, gender is not something that is biologically inherent but is rather constructed through repeated actions. This idea extends to the digital world where people have the freedom to explore and perform gender in diverse ways. She explained that popularity, understanding of gender, and sexuality came to be through discourse and social processes. She argued that gender was performative and that it is produced through millions of individual actions rather than something that comes naturally to men and women. Performances adheres to normative understanding of gender and sexuality are allowed, while those do not are admonished. For example, a boy trying like a girl. In the 1990s, many internet scholars drew from Butler and other queer theorists to understand online identity. Online individuals are able to experiment with gender and sexuality, transcending traditional societal norms. Social media platforms empower users to express themselves more freely, leading to a more inclusive and exploratory environment for gender identity. Next, what is free culture in the internet? The free culture refers to the unrestricted sharing and collaboration of content and ideas on the internet. Digital platforms such as Twitter and YouTube have facilitated this environment, encouraging political activism and the creation of user generated content. In addition, free culture is a growing understanding among artists and audiences that people shouldn't have to ask permission to copy, share, and use each other's work. It is also a set of practices that make this philosophy work in the real world. While the internet is a worldwide system of interconnected computer networks and electronic devices that communicate with each other using an established set of protocols, the free culture has an advantage and disadvantage. So, the pros of free culture is to promote creativity, innovation, and open access to resources. It allows people to share their creations widely without legal barriers and encourages participation from a wide range of voices. While the cons of this, it can also lead to concerns about privacy and intellectual property. Moreover, the oversharing of personal information online can make users vulnerable to exploitation, harassment, or identity theft. This final section will provide actionable advice on how to protect your privacy, manage your online presence, and foster positive interactions, ensuring a safe and empowering experience for everyone in the digital realm. To navigate the digital world safely, it's essential to practice responsible internet use. So here are some key tips. Number 1. Only visit reputable websites to avoid scams or malware. Number 2. Keep login credentials private and avoid sharing passwords across platforms. Number 3. Be selective with the information you share online, keeping in mind that once something is posted, it can be hard to completely erase. Number 4. Treat others with respect. Avoid cyberbullying or sharing harmful content about others. Number 5. Report any suspicious behavior or harassment to the appropriate authorities. Number 6. Practice patience and caution when engaging with others online, especially when it comes to sharing personal information. So, by following these guidelines, we can enjoy the benefits of our digital identities while staying safe and responsible online.
In conclusion, our digital self is a reflection of who we are in the online world, and understanding this concept is crucial in today's digital age. Our online identity impacts how others see us and how we see ourselves. By being mindful of our online behavior and maintaining online safety, we can create positive and meaningful digital identities. That's all. Thank you.